Hi, this is James Watson from james-watson.com and yourinternetbuddies.com, and this is an unusual video that I just decided to make for you because I've been walking around here in my hometown in Bath on a Sunday afternoon, and as you can see in the background the floodlights are on and Bath Rugby Football Club are playing at home at the recreation ground. That's why you can hear the roars of the crowd as the action gets exciting. I just thought I'd take a sort of give you a quick video about some things that occurred to me recently that are sports related, but also marketing and life related. Because so many people think that their lives and their businesses should appear to be perfect on the outside, and when the reality is that none of us are perfect. And actually, if we admit that we're not perfect, it's actually a lot better for people to warm to us, to actually know, like, and trust us. And let me give you some examples. At the moment, there's a very obvious sporting example, which is Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods has been a long-time hero of mine, the world's best golfer, the best golfer there's ever been. Not only did I admire him because he's such a genius on playing golf, but also because of the way that he carried himself on and off the course. He was a true gentleman, a true professional. And obviously recent events have showed that he's human. You know, he's admitted his infidelity with his wife and how he really regrets that. Now, of course, he handled that very badly because initially, when the first sort of rumours came to light, he just ignored them, or actually worse, he tried to deny them. And that just encouraged a feeding frenzy in the media for people to go and hunt out ex-girlfriends and other people, you know, who he'd had relations with, and it just made the whole thing a lot worse. And now he's had to come out and admit that it was all true and that he really regrets the actions that he's taken. And really, if he'd come out and said that in the first place, it would have diffused the situation a lot quicker. You know, he would have just been saying, listen, I'm not perfect, and you know, I've done something that's wrong. But I mean, frankly, who hasn't made mistakes in their life? None of us. I can guarantee that. And I tell you what, but when now that Tiger's come out and admitted that he's made these mistakes and he regrets it, and that he's actually going to try and focus on becoming a better husband, a better father, and a better person, in his own words, you know, people are gonna warm to him because, you know, they know that he's fallible. You know, yeah, okay, he's a genius, but he's also human, and we all make mistakes. A similar scenario happened actually with Bath Rugby Football Club. A number of their players got fined and basically admitted to having taken drugs. Again, another scenario where they denied it, they were found guilty, I believe, and they were fined, etc., and there were bans imposed. Whereas if they came out and admitted it to start off with and said, listen, we made a mistake, their recuperation would have been a lot easier. And, you know, so here's the lesson to you. Don't try and pretend that you're perfect to your customers. I mean, do you in your marketing messages, in your communications, do you think that do you say that everything is perfect about everything you've ever done? But if you do, it's a mistake, because if you actually make what are called damaging admissions, people are much more likely to warm to you. I mean, for example, I can tell you that I've made tons of mistakes in my business, in my life. Just thinking specifically on my business, I've wasted thousands of pounds. Literally nearly £3,000 I've wasted on a website when I built for my first business. It was totally useless, completely inappropriate for my needs, and I had to throw it away after literally just a few months. Now, how do you think that makes me feel when I tell people about that, when I stand up and speak to people in public? You know, I feel pretty embarrassed, pretty humiliated about it, but it's much better for me to admit that because, you know, people then know that I'm not perfect. They also know that the advice that I give actually comes out of hard experience as well. So, you know, people are much more likely to know, like, and trust you if you actually admit to your failings in the past. That doesn't mean that you deliberately go out and admit to failings that you haven't had, or you go and tell everything about your darkest secrets to everybody in the world. It's got to be relevant to your job, to your market, to your business. But don't be afraid to open up to people. And if you have made mistakes, just come clean, be honest with people, and you'll find that people will warm to you a lot more than you might have thought they would have done otherwise. And you'll win a lot more friends and a lot more lifelong relations. And business is all about lifelong relations. It's not just about one-off business transactions. It's about making relations with people that last years. lifelong customer value is where it's at if you really want to be successful in business. So that's my tip for today. Be honest, admit your failings in business and in life, and you'll find that it will come back to you positively in many ways. So that's it. So it's from me, James Watson, james-watson.com, and youRinternetBuddies.com. Until next time.